Hey, this is Beth from Ironton, Ohio, and uh, a great day going around and seeing everybody at the polls and everybody squabbling over who's going to get this and who's going to get that. People so determined to do what they think is best for the community. Now, is that what they think is best for the community, or is that what they think is best for themselves? Okay, well, that will be determined in the future. Anyway, I want to bring up a certain issue real quick before I watch the news and before I post the videos I took tonight about the election. Now, of course, if you watch Channel 3, you will hear what they want you to hear. And if you watch WOWK and 13 in Charleston, you will hear what they want you to hear. So just like CNN, MSNBC, Fox, yeah. Okay, so with that in mind, let me be very transparent about a very serious issue I'm working on right now, and that is Miranda Wells. Now, she's a friend of mine. She lives in South Point, and she has a child. And she has a child with Eric Michael Morgan, okay? Now, he works for Portsmouth Police. His badge number is 217, okay? Now, he used to live, now I want to get this straight now, so I'm not just flying off the top of my head. I want to get this straight. So, anyway, his birthday is February 5th, 1989, at Cabell Huntington Hospital. He lived in Chesapeake from 2015 to 2020. His address, State Route 243. I won't say the house number. You know, nobody needs to know that. 45619. Okay. And has rental property. And told the officials that he lived there when he didn't. But that's okay. And filed bankruptcy. And it's a whole new story. But I'll go into more detail. But anyway, there is also several important issues, okay? Miranda went to IPD and recently and asked for help from IPD. And I'm sure it was, I know for a fact it was Patrolman Sammy Giles. Now, I don't know you, sweetie, but when you put that badge on and you swear an oath to protect and serve, and you don't, that's a problem. So anyway, she asked you, my son, Eric Michael Morgan told me, I said son, I'm sorry, but I don't have to say his name. And I will never jeopardize a child. But anyway, had a head injury, and but he was just going to let him go to sleep. Well, everybody that knows, if you had a head injury, especially a child, they tell you not to go to sleep. But anyway, so Sammy Giles told her that if she went down to check on her child, that he was going to arrest her for trespassing. Now, I've talked about this before, Sammy. So anyway, I am going to be looking into this very intensely. And then you got CPS telling Miranda Wells that that she needs just to work it out. Just work it out. Just work it out. People, do your job. How do you expect a victim of domestic violence and a child of domestic violence, how do you expect them to just work it out? Well, it don't happen that way, people. Don't happen that way. And of course, I do not care what I say. I am not afraid of anybody or anything. Now, Eric, honey, you live on North 2nd, and you're big buddies with IPD. Now, I live at 1515 South 10th Street, okay? So, I'm right here. I have done nothing to you except state the truth. Now, I have the documents right here, okay? Judge Glykoff, and you went to court, and, you're required to do this, and you're required to do that. Do you do it? Are you drunk when your child's there in your possession? Does that child cry on FaceTime? Can't look you in the eye, scared to death of you? I've got the video. Yeah. scared to death of you. And then you absolutely admitted to the mother of that child that you gave a toddler melatonin. Well, why would you give a toddler melatonin? So, anyway, maybe that child. Have you ever been a child in your life and been in the custody of one parent that you're afraid of, and lay there at night asleep, wondering what they're going to let your sex offender roommate do to him? Well, Eric, I've got the BCI results of your buddy that's in prison and never getting out, is he? But you let him live with you. Now, if you're a police officer, you will check the background of people in your life. I do. Well, obviously you're an idiot, or you had some kind of special interest in this sex offender. That's your business, not mine. Not my concern. That's yours. But anyway, so I got right down here, and I think that was Mitchell Holly that you let abuse your child. And I have those BCI results. And, but like I said, he is in, let me see here. He is in Mount Olive Correctional Facility since 2023. Okay, bye-bye. So anyway, let's see here. Okay. And then CPS, Eric, you admitted to living with the sex offender, and you admitted to court, Lawrence County juvenile, Judge Glykoff. And there's a higher revised code in there that I'm sure, I'm not going to have to explain it to you. Surely not, honey. Sure, Eric, honey, surely you know what the higher revised code says. So anyway, and the investigator on that was Tyler McGraw, okay? Also friends with Eric, okay? Back that blue until what happens to you, okay? So anyway, so we got the, and Eric, what are you, 5'5", about 210 pounds? You can intimidate a woman. You can scare her. I got videos of you threatening her and reaching in the car. And she says, I don't want to argue. Please let me go. Got video of it, honey. You know, maybe since you worked at Proctorville, then you did the police shuffle. You went to Proctorville, you went to Chesapeake, you went to Cold Grove, and now you're in Portsmouth. Now you're in Portsmouth, aren't you? But you live in Ironton. But Sammy Giles said he didn't know you. Sisler at the sheriff's office said he didn't know you. Bullshit. Yes, you're friends on Facebook. So easy. You guys are idiots. Okay, so anyway, we'll get back to that. 5'5", 210 pounds. I got a treadmill, honey, that you can have. Okay, anyway, so we will, let's ruffle the water a little bit, won't you? Okay. So anyway, we will continue this here in a little bit. Now, I'm anxiously awaiting for the election results. Now, I did a couple videos, and I'm not going to be reporting those tonight. I'm going to watch the news. Now, fortunately, I have 4 TVs, so I can watch 4 different channels. So I'll be doing that and taping every single channel, and then we will understand who has influence over what is on the news and what is in the Tribune. And I mentioned last night about the investors. And, Bill Dingus, I have no disrespect for you, sir, but I'm not afraid of you either. I'm not afraid of you. And what you going to do to me? I sat on council for 12 years and heard your bullshit. And now you sat on council. Ironton needs to be an embetterment community, quote, to Ashland, Kentucky. Well, what in the hell does Ashland, Kentucky have to do with Ironton? You get paid a salary for economic development, don't you? Okay? What are you going to do to me, Bill? What are you going to do to me? I'm not afraid of you. Anyway, so let's continue. Okay. CPS, honey. I'll be down there tomorrow. Let's see here what I got. And Suzanne Nicole King, I think maybe we need to have a little church chat. Because obviously, if you tell a mother or a father to work things out, or maybe they're crazy, or they need a therapist, who in the hell are you to tell somebody that you're supposed to be protecting their child from abuse and from neglect? Who in the hell are you to tell these parents what they should or should not do? Ignorant. Idiot. Okay. Yeah, people are so busy keeping their job, they don't do it, okay? Now, I, on the other hand, I have the luxury of not having to worry about what I say. Nobody controls what I say or what I do. And if everybody, just think about if every single individual in Ironton, which is what I'm concentrated on, and Lawrence County, if everybody just was not afraid to speak out about their truth and about what they think and about what they feel, just think what we could do as a collective group. We could change the world. You know, I'm not asking for kudos for me. Obviously, I don't care. I just speak the truth. It took me a while, but I came around. But anyway, we will be talking about more tonight, and I'll be up. So I've got a list of people, calls to return back tonight. But anyway, Eric, Michael Morgan, Portsmouth Police. I've got a picture of you, buddy. I got several pictures of you, buddy. And how young are you? But yet you, now you're a cop, so you understand by a simple picture that you can tell somebody if they're under the influence, or you can tell a lot of things by a picture. You can also tell a lot of things about a video. Every video I have, honey. So I tell you what, you abuse that child. Yeah, you abuse Miranda Wells, and I'm not no threat to you, but I will take up for her, and I will address this situation where if you can't afford an attorney, and they don't care, they won't help you. I don't fear anything. It's a God-given blessing. I don't fear anybody. So, Eric, straighten up, buddy. And that's not a threat. Just like I said the other night, that's not a threat. But I will be watching every single thing everybody does that I am trying to help. And once again, I'm not making a penny, and I don't want a penny. But we'll see what happens. Now, listen, it is... wait a minute. Made all my goals again today. Let's see here. It's 8:58. Now, we will be waiting on the election results. Like I said, I'll be watching it on 4 different TVs, and I'm recording it all. So I will be back after the election results. It may be late. It may be early in the morning, but you can watch it tomorrow. I'm not going to designate a time, and I'm not going to have a big countdown and expect people to wait. Oh, my God, No, I'm not going to do that. People, if you are intimidated by the police or anybody else, contact me. I'm not afraid of them. They can't do anything to me. They can't. What are they going to do? These children are your legacy. And how they live their childhood depends on you and you alone. Now, like I said before, if your child lives in an abused atmosphere, they tend to, I believe I said 87%. I'll have to Google that. But I believe I said 87% of these kids that grow up in an abused atmosphere will tend to, that's the only thing they know. They'll tend to do that with their children. So let's fix this, okay? Let's fix this. So I've got many agendas, and I'll be back here in a little bit. I just can't wait to see now who wins the mayor and the city council. Now, I had several people that contacted me that were running for certain offices, and like I said, I am on 12 Cares Council. I didn't say much. I voted for the police department, everything they needed. I voted for the fire department, everything they needed. Anytime anybody needed anything, I was right there. But I didn't say much. But I did observe and I did retain. And now I can speak out about it. It's very freeing not to care what anybody thinks about you. Don't be afraid of who you are, people. Don't be afraid, okay? God bless Beth Rest. It is, like I said, 9 o'clock. And we should be hearing something soon. I think I might go down to the courthouse, but I may not. That's up to me, okay? Talk to you in a little bit. God bless Beth Rest.